So now you know all about the lathe. But how do you go on about choosing one to suit your needs? Firstly, think about the type of turning you're going to be doing. If your main interest is in turning spindles, perhaps you can do without a swinging head. But you will want one with a long capacity between centres. Also remember, you're going to be making deep cuts on long workpieces, so vibration might come into it, so you want a machine with a really strong and rigid bed. On the other hand, if your main interest is going to be bowl turning, look for a machine with a good big swing, big capacity over the bed, and also a swinging head facility. If you're bowl turning, the distance between centres is perhaps less important, but do remember, for these really big bowls, you do need a motor with plenty of capacity. If you want to turn a bit of everything, you'll have to just try and decide what's the biggest diameter you want to turn. Remember, those record lathes are available with a capacity up to 30 inches for bowl turning and up to 48 inches between centres. Remember what I said though about wood turning being addictive. Buy in a bit of extra capacity. Always buy the biggest machine you can afford. Think about what you're going to be making. If it's only going to be furniture parts and small items, a basic lathe like this is probably all you need. But if you think you'll spend a lot of time at the lathe as your skills and ambitions grow, then you'll need the extra power and solidity of a larger machine. This will allow you to turn more confidently and more quickly. So let's have a look at the full record power range of lathes. The DML 305 is a new lathe to the range, coming from the Woodturning family. This is a really substantial machine with a solid cast and ground bed. The head is fixed, and it's really been designed for the enthusiast wood turner who doesn't need to turn large bowls, although the capacity over the bed is actually 12 inches. The distance between centres is 15.5 inches as standard, but a 24-inch bed extension and leg is available as an optional extra. The motor is a half horsepower, and there are 6 speeds from 350 to 3,250 RPM. Once again, you can mount it on a bench or the optional adjustable stand. There are a few other nice features as well. The lathe is supplied with a revolving centre and a faceplate and a drive centre, and the head has an indexing facility for fluted work. The DML 36SH is a truly intermediate lathe with a full 36 inches between centres and a swivel headstock to increase bowl capacity from 9 inches over the bed to 12 inches if you use the optional bowl turning rest. The latest model features camlock handles on the tool rest and the tailstock. With its 1/3 horsepower motor and 4 speeds, this lathe is perfect for the starter who wants a machine with spare capacity that will grow with their skills, or for the intermediate turner who is ready to upgrade their machine from one of the poorer quality budget models. Just look at the finish you can get straight off the tool thanks to the Seal for Life bearings and the heavy cast construction, which provides a really rigid base for turning. This lathe is supplied with a 2-hour tutorial DVD, which shows you how to assemble and set it up properly, and then guides you through the making of 2 simple projects. The CL3 is a truly professional lathe, but has a much heavier headstock than the CL1, and it features 5 speeds. The heart of this machine, and the key to its success, is its phosphor bronze bearing. This 2-inch long adjustable tapered bearing gives far more support than bull races, enabling bowls up to a massive 30 inches in diameter to be turned with ease. Between centres capacity is 36 inches as standard, although a 48-inch option is available. The 3/4 horsepower motor powers through even the most demanding work, enabling heavier cuts to be made to speed up some of the more laborious tasks. In recent years, the CL4 has rapidly become the best-selling professional lathe in the record power range. With all the build quality and features of the CL3, the CL4 gives you the benefits of a more powerful 1 horsepower motor and top quality electronic speed control that provides plenty of torque at low speeds. Both serious and professional woodturners have realised the benefits of infinitely variable speed control, which allows the turner to run the lathe at exactly the right speed for the job with a simple turn of the dial. Speeds can be varied from 13 RPM to 4,600 RPM. This speed control unit should not be confused with cheap and inferior expanding pulley systems, which have limited speed ranges, often have vibration problems, and wear belts at a rapid rate. The CL4 uses a three-phase induction motor coupled to an inverter to provide all the advantages of three-phase working from a normal single-phase domestic supply. This is a professional arrangement that is used throughout the machine tool industry. Even those who are initially skeptical about the benefits of variable speed do not want to give it up once they've tried it. For its cost, this machine is in a class of its own. The 1624 is one of the most versatile lathes available in its price bracket. It has a range of 8 speeds, from 178 to 3000 RPM via a stepped pulley drive. The faster speeds are perfect for small work and finishing, whilst the very low speeds and swivel head make it ideal for turning large bowls and platters up to 29 inches with the optional outrigger. Changing speeds is made extremely easy using the simple cam action mechanism. The powerful 1.5 horsepower motor is designed to take the stresses of a lathe drive, and a large diameter spindle shaft with its 1.25 by 8 TPI thread and number 2 Morse tapers ensures years of solid trouble-free operation. A unique feature is that the bed extensions can be added in multiples of 20 inches to increase the standard distance between centres from 24 inches. The Nova DVR is billed as the world's only intelligent lathe, combining the best features of the 1624, power and capacity, with state-of-the-art technology to make turning safer, more efficient and fun. The motor spindle is the drive spindle. There are no belts or pulleys with this lathe, you just dial in the speed you require. It has the power and versatility to cope with all your turning requirements, from small pens to large 29-inch diameter bowls. With its 2 horsepower electromagnetic boost high torque motor, exceptional structural strength and smart design, it's easy to convert to larger bowls and outrigger work and extend the spindle capacity with add-on beds. The intelligent adaptive control software is a real asset to the turner. It's able to measure the weight of the workpiece and adjust the performance accordingly. And it can sense safety issues, such as tool dig-ins, and then instantly shut down power to the spindle if necessary. This machine is also energy efficient, as the intelligent control only draws enough power for the specific project being turned. A favourite 5 speeds function also allows you to pre-select your most used speeds, which is excellent for production work. I've already talked briefly about the comprehensive range of accessories that are available to go along with the lathe, but I suggest you keep it really simple to start with. You will need, though, a set of basic tools. 6 is all you need: a parting tool, a roughing out gouge, a skew chisel, a bowl turning gouge, and 2 different sizes of spindle gouge. You need to sharpen them on a grinder, but these aren't expensive. You'll want a holding device of some sort. I suggest a screw chuck, and if it's not part of the lathe package, you'll also need a revolving centre. To finish, some basic lathe polishes, and that's all there is to it. Remember, buy the biggest lathe you can afford and have fun. I'm Al Holtham. This has been a Record Power production.